What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now today we're going to be checking out some raid gameplay. We're going to be switching it up a little bit with the gun that we're using. We're actually going to be using the Milano, which is basically the mini Uzi of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. And I'm starting to love this gun a little bit more. I'm messing around with the attachments, seeing what I like personally. And to be honest, I've been really enjoying it. It hits really hard, has good range, good damage. It's a fun weapon. But today we have something positive to talk about. No more negativity, no sirree. We're going to be talking about something positive here for today's video. And it's a nice little break because I know you guys have been dealing with all the negative content over time. But I don't really know what you guys expect me to do. You know, it's nothing positive to talk about with this game, so, I mean, why would I say anything positive about it? The best thing I could possibly do is keep trying to expose the problems, get the word out there on what's broken in the game and what's going on in the game, and that's what I've been trying to do. But a lot of people say all I do is complain, when in reality, in my eyes, at least I see myself as trying to help out the game and see if they can get the bugs and glitches and all the horrible things fixed. But today, like I said, more on the positive side, we're going to be talking about the cheater situation in Call of Duty Modern Warfare Warzone. And it's funny because I've been running into a lot of cheaters lately. I'm going to tell you guys this much. I stream every single day over on Twitch. A link to that is in the description. I stream every day besides Mondays from about like 2 p.m. to around like 5 p.m. It depends on the time. But I've been playing Warzone a little bit more. And I gotta say, the amount of times I got sniped out of the sky, or cutting my parachute, or even jumping from a building to the ground and just randomly getting plopped in the face is absolutely absurd. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. And it makes me really sus of these players. And it's hard to tell sometimes, because a lot of times people are using cheats are just trash at the game. So you can't really tell if, you know, it's like they just randomly, luckily lined up the shot, or if they're legitimately using aimbot. Sometimes it's hard to tell, so I don't really bother with it, but I do believe there is a decent amount of cheaters in this game. And I made a video about this a while ago as well. Put all the bots aside where you can't tell if they're cheating or if they're just lucky or something like that. There's legitimate people who are, like, very obviously cheating, like snapping to your dome through walls, tracking you through walls, knowing exactly where everybody is on the map. There's a lot of obvious cheaters going around there, and I've made videos about this in the past, and it's really obnoxious. It kills the whole flow, and it kills the game as well. I mean, nobody wants to purchase $60 and then go into your game and have to go ahead and, you know, worry about cheaters 24/7. But over on Twitter, there's a couple of things that released. The first thing is, Charlie Intel said Activision issues a new statement on anti-cheat on Warzone. It says 60,000 accounts were banned today. 300,000 total bans since Warzone's launch. Then, of course, Thunder goes on there and says they think banning free accounts is good anti-cheat. And that's true. That is absolutely the truth, you know? Activision is very focused on worrying about making the store good and making sure more content comes into the game than actually protecting their own game. Banning these accounts does absolutely nothing. It's a free game, and Thunder's completely right. They can go ahead and make a brand new account. That's not what we need. We don't need accounts banned. We need a better anti-cheat system. Something that will permaban someone and keep them away from the game permanently. Not only in the free-to-play version of the game, but also in the paid version. Cold War multiplayer, Modern Warfare multiplayer, both are littered with cheaters everywhere. People are using aimbots, people are using wall hacks. It's absolutely insane, and it kills the whole experience. And cheaters aren't worried about this at all. They don't really care too much if they're going to get banned off of Warzone, because they know they can simply just go make another account. It really isn't that bad. And with these cheats, they only cost about $5, and you can get protection on these cheats. So when you go ahead and you get banned, when you make a new account, you can get the same cheats that you just purchased without having to purchase them again. It's absolutely absurd. These cheaters feel no fear. You know, Activision isn't putting any fear in their hearts. They're not worried about getting banned in this game because they know simply they can make an account very quickly. It's very odd. It's unlike any other game. Because like in Valorant or Fortnite, if you get caught cheating, you're screwed. You're never going to be back in that game, no matter how many times you try. Unless you want to pay some extra money and, you know, get a VPN or something of that sort. I don't know what the deal is. Regardless, you're going to spend more money in those games compared to Call of Duty, where you don't have to spend a cent. You just go ahead and make a brand new account and get the cheats for free again. So clearly, I think we all know here that the problem is not how many people they can ban, but the actual software itself that they have for the cheaters and how easy it is to get into the Call of Duty servers with cheating software. But then Charlie Intel comes in with another tweet. Activision says these are the key areas they're working to improve going forward, including enhancements to our internal anti-cheating software. Then it goes on to say this is the first public confirmation that anti-cheat tools exist in Call of Duty. This is an extremely good thing. This is insanely good, and this is great to see that Activision is finally coming out and is going to communicate with us a little bit more. But then when you dig a little bit deeper into the second part of this, it goes on to say that they're going to be working on enhancements to our internal anti-cheat software, additional detection technology, adding new resources dedicated to monitoring and enforcement, regular communication updates on progress, more two-way dialogue, zero tolerance for cheat providers, and consistent and timely bans. Now, all of this is very good information. What I'm getting here is that they're actually going to be upping their anti-cheat software, which hopefully in the long run is going to be able to detect these cheats a lot sooner than allowing people to cheat for months on end before they actually get detected and finally get banned, just for them to make a brand new account. Now, this isn't really going to, I guess, keep the cheaters away. You know, if they get these cheats in Warzone, they're going to easily be able to come back with another account. They're going to have to basically make their anti-cheat a little bit more stricter. You know, it's good and all that it's going to be able to detect them early on, but they need to make sure they never come back, or at least they're going to have to spend a crap ton of money in order to come back and play your game. They shouldn't just be able to hop over, make a brand new account, get some really cheap phone line or something, get a random number, and then, you know, confirm that with that random number, and then they have a brand new account out of nowhere. They shouldn't be able to do that. They should not at all be able to do that. They should be completely banned off of everything. Their console, their PC, just their IP should be banned from playing that game. But this is great news for the regular $60 version of the game, because at least for the $60 version of the game, if the anti-cheat is getting better and it detects cheats faster, it's going to make sure they get out of the game for good, because with the actual game, they're going to have to pay another $60 to get a brand new copy in order to play that game. So at least it's good for the full, you know, paid side of Call of Duty. But this is the most important part about this whole article here: having more communication between the developers and the actual community. They're claiming, I don't know if they're going to be telling the truth here, but they're claiming that there's going to be regular updates with the community. So what I'm getting here is that the Treyarch and the Infinity Ward community pages are going to be getting active. For once in their lives, they're going to be posting about something that we want to know. Same thing with maybe the developers, even the community managers. Maybe they'll actually tune in a little bit to let us know what's going on with this game. But it's very nice because at least we have something here to hold over their head if they decide to just completely ignore us and not tell us anything that's going on with the cheating. At least we could pull this up and say, hey, remember the time that you said you're going to come out here and have regular communication with the actual community? Where are you guys at? You know, what's going on? At least we have this here as proof. And the last part about this message here is the consistent and timely bans. This is very important because I do agree that these massive ban waves are decent. You know, they are good. They get them all out of the way, you know, all at once. But I think instead of the ban waves, they should seriously consider just constantly banning people every time they get a chance. If they see something is going on, get them out of the game. Why must we wait and suffer for months and months and months? Because they don't have these ban waves very often. It's like almost like, what, 2, maybe 3, maybe even more months apart when they actually go ahead and ban these players. Because let's be honest, there's millions of players who are playing Modern Warfare Warzone. But what, they said it's like, what, a couple 100,000 people altogether who have been banned? Not even 1 million people have been banned, and I swear to God, it's definitely millions of people who are cheating in Modern Warfare Warzone. It's one of the biggest BRs out there in the whole gaming scene. It's topping charts, making tons of money. Everybody knows about Modern Warfare Warzone, and it's free to play. That's what cheaters love. They love free-to-play games that aren't going to be very strict on you like Fortnite or Valorant and stuff like that are going to make it very hard to come back. No, Warzone, you can come back instantly, so it's one of the easiest games to cheat in. Cheaters are everywhere, so the numbers to me personally are very low for having, you know, such few massive ban waves. I feel like it should be a lot more. So these consistent bans that they're talking about here, hopefully this is the truth. Hopefully they mean well with this, and they're not going to go back on their word. But once again, we have this to hold over them if they, you know, don't do anything active with the cheating situation, because this is big. This is seriously big. Cheating in Warzone is awful, is ruining the game. I've seen many occasions of this. I've seen multiple people, pro players, who are competing in Warzone, who are dying by cheaters, and that's money on the line for them. That's their career. That's their life. That's their house, or the food on the table for their children. That's what they live off of. And you know, you can make fun of them, whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Everybody makes their money somehow. And this is how they make theirs. And cheaters are absolutely ruining the whole playstyle of Warzone. And competitive matches are in everything. Apex, PUBG. There's tons of comp matches that happen in these games, but none of them were as bad as Warzone when it comes to cheating and competitive. You know, millions of dollars on the line, and you got cheaters completely ruining the experience. You can't be having that. You need to make sure your anti-cheat is really good if you're going to be putting money on the line. But from what I'm seeing here, I'm pretty pleased. I'm not going to lie. I like this message. They're basically promising us that we're going to have regular updates on what's going on in the community concerning cheating and stuff like that. They're going to have regular ban waves. They're going to make sure they, you know, up their anti-cheat system. A lot of positive stuff out of this message. Hopefully this is going to be good for the future of Call of Duty, and also the current Call of Duties as well when it comes to 66 multiplayer and Warzone. cheaters are annoying. They're obnoxious and they ruin the whole game, and it's really good to see that Activision is going to take some extra precautions against them to make sure that our community has a better time with their game. But guys, thanks so much for tuning into this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like. By all means, if you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new, you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. Also, if you want to chat with me, there's two ways to do so. I have a Twitter and a Discord. Both those links are down in the description. And also, want to catch me live streams of video games, I do that over on Twitch. Link to that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.